we've got the Amber Heard appeal. You have to see. Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Welcome to another episode of What's Going On? What's going on? Yeah, now this is huge. This is huge. It finally happened. The Amber Heard appeal is down. I do have the Johnny Depp, but that's going to be for another video, so stay tuned for that. Here we go. Appellant's designation of assignments of error comes now. Appellant Amber Laura Heard by counsel and designates the following as her assignments of error pursuant to Rule 5A25. Number 1. The trial court erred in declining to dismiss the action on the ground of forum non-conveniens. Okay, well, whatever the fuck that means. We're going to go over this. We're going to hit this about 2 times. We're going to go over this today, the whole thing. And then I'm going to look into all of them. We're going to knock every single one of these, because I think there's like 16. Let me see. Yeah, there's 16. We're going to knock every one of these down. Today, we're just going to go over it, okay? And then the next time we go over this, we're going to knock it all down. I'm going to get the evidence of everything we're talking about, and then we're just going to knock this out the park, because woman, Amber Heard, woman, you don't have a chance. So let's just make that very clear. Number 2. The trial court erred in denying the supplemental plea in bar and in ruling that the November 2nd, 2020 judgment of the United... Nobody fucking cares about the United Kingdom case. Nobody fucking cares. It was already proven that... I knew I was going to get angry. I knew I was going to get angry at this. November 2nd, 2020 judgment of the United Kingdom High Court of Justice, Queen's Bench Division in Depp v. News Group Newspapers Limited et al., case number QB 2018-006-323, does not foreclose Mr. Depp's claim. It doesn't fucking matter, lady, about the UK. We know already the UK court was full of shit. The UK judge was corrupt. He knew the people that she knew, and she went up there and was a witness in that gosh damn thing, and she lied on the witness stand. The same way that she lied here. The only difference is, over there, when she lied, she didn't get called out. She didn't have to show any evidence. So when she did the same exact thing here, she had to prove all of her bullshit. Okay? So no, we don't give a fuck about the UK trial. It was bullshit. 3. The trial court erred in denying the demurrer and plea in bar and in ruling as a matter of law that the 3 allegedly defamatory statements in the challenged op-ed are A, actionable as statements of fact rather than non-actionable expresses of opinion, and B, actionable as defamation by implication. Fine, lady. Fine. Even though we absolutely know what that says is absolute bullshit. See, there's absolutely no... The problem it says, oh, well, it's an expression of opinion. You can't go out and say your opinion in an opinion piece, an op-ed, and then you're spreading lies about somebody. It has nothing to do with free speech. It has nothing to do with, an expression of opinion. You were lying. The court and the jury found you to be lying. That has nothing to do with expressions of opinion. No. Ugh. 4. The trial court erred in excluding from evidence at the trial of November... So again with the UK, they're going to go and this is going to be the theme, isn't it? This is going to be the fucking theme. Nobody cares what happened in the UK. And by the way, why are they talking about the UK when it wasn't even her? It was the son. It was Johnny Depp against the son. It wasn't him against her, and she just went on the witness stand and lied. We all know that by now. November 2nd, 2020, judgment of the UK High Court of Justice, Queen's Bench Division, Depp v... Okay, it's the same thing. The trial... number 5. The trial court erred in excluding from evidence at trial A, medical records, including Ms. Heard's contemporaneous communications with medical providers such as Dr. Laurel Anderson, Dr. David Kipper, Miss Debbie Lloyd, Miss Erin Flattib, Dr. Amy Banks, Dr. Connell Cowan, and Dr. Bonnie Jacobs. And B, Miss Heard's communications with several third parties, including Mr. Depp's employees and Miss Heard's employees, friends, and family about interactions with Miss Depp, including reports of drug use. Again with the drug use. Ugh. Including reports of drug use, aggressive and abusive contact, physical abuse, and her fear for her safety. Yeah, we've all heard the audios by now. She was very, very fearful for her safety. She was always the one that was the aggressor. What the fuck are you talking about? And that right there, that whole paragraph right there is the judge. Ascarate or whatever her name was. The judge decided on all of that. They made motions, the judge ruled, and all the stuff that they left out, that was all because of the judge, because of the court. That's the way it works here in the States. We have laws, okay? We're not just some fucking kangaroo court over there in the UK that they can just give you some money under the table, hush hush. And what does that dude's name, Nichols or something? And then all these people have connections to all these rich people. Come on, man. It's an absolute fucking joke. Number 6, the trial court erred in admitting evidence at trial related to Miss Heard's pledge to donate money to charity and evidence. No, you're not doing that. No, she's not doing that. Pledge to donate money to charity and evidence related to Miss Heard's alleged abuse of third parties. She told us herself on the stand. What do you mean admitting evidence? What are you talking about? Oh my God. I'm starting to get a headache. God. Oh, what are you talking about? She said it on the stand herself that she uses synonymously the same pledge and donate. She's the one that said it. She tried to get herself out of Camille Vasquez's questioning. What are you talking about? Why are you doing this? Oh. They really want to change history, on this already. But then again, they've been doing that the whole time ever since they lost. Revisionist history, that's what they've been doing the whole damn time. Okay, number 7. The trial court erred in excluding evidence at trial of Mr. Depp's reputation as it existed prior to publication of the challenged op-ed and after the op-ed was published. You read all the articles. What are you talking about? We saw Rotten Born with his fake ass gray hair. We saw them read the articles about how Johnny Depp would show up late, and sometimes he was drunk or any kind of bullshit like that. They were hit pieces. That's all that they were. What the? Am I gonna be saying this the whole time? What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I do think so. Why did I think this was going to be easy and we could just read through it? That's what I thought. Like when I got these, when I received them, I was like, oh yeah, that's badass. We're going to be able to go through this and we're going to be able to talk about it. And we're going to have a good show. No, no, this is already aggravating as fuck. That's all I have to say. Okay, number 8. The trial court erred in sustaining an objection through the cross-examination of Mr. Depp to a question about the truth of one of the alleged defamatory statements on the ground that it called for a legal conclusion. You're trying to get that specific about one single question to Depp, and then you don't say what the question is. Go into detail a little bit. What was the question? Which one? Because it doesn't say there, examination of Mr. Depp to a question about the truth of one of the allegedly defamatory statements. Which one? She made like a bunch of them. Fine. Number 9. The trial court erred in allowing Mr. Depp to argue or suggest at trial that the jury could award damages based on statements or conduct occurring prior to the publication of the challenged op-ed. What? Okay, fine. What are you talking about? Let's read that again. The trial court erred in allowing Mr. Depp to argue or suggest at trial that the jury could award damages based on statements. What the fuck are these people talking? Is this their whole case? Because we're already almost done. That's number 9. Is this the whole case that they're bringing here for the appeal? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Am I a joke to you? Like, honestly, is that what this is? This is a joke, dude. We only got 7 more. So I hope that you're coming out with something, because everything we've read so far is total crap. Okay, number 10. The trial court erred in allowing Mr. Depp to argue or suggest at trial and the jury to consider whether the allegedly defamatory statements in the challenged op-ed were republications of statements misheard made in 2016 in connection with a domestic violence temporary restraining order she obtained against Mr. Depp. Republications? What are you people talking about? What does that even mean? What does that have anything to do with her TRO against him, and which we have the photos of? I don't have them right here, but she got a TRO based on some kind of bullshit that was on her face at the time. What are you talking about? This is not getting any better. This is not getting any better at all. Republication of statements misheard made in 2016 in connection with a domestic violence TRO she obtained against. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything? And this is exactly how they played it after the trial. You're not making any difference in your arguments here. You notice how nothing that is said has been, oh, okay, well, she actually wasn't an abuser, or the audios weren't real, or Mr. Depp lied about something. No, they're not saying that. They're just literally going with some mental and word gymnastics, trying to confuse everybody. That's all they're trying to do. Whatever. Number 11. The trial court, which rejected proposed jury instruction CC, improperly instructed the jury on actual malice. So now you're blaming the jury. Oh my God. Dude, whatever, man. I swear. That's 11. You only have 5 more chances here, and you haven't done anything to anybody, including me or the subscribers. So I don't know what the hell you're thinking, Amber, with this bullshit. This entire thing has been total crap, and there's only 5 more. So I hope that you're going to do something that's worth a damn, because this is a fucking joke. Number 12. The trial court erred in denying the motions to strike and to set aside the jury's verdict with regard to Mr. Depp's failure to prove publication by Ms. Heard of the statement, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." Well, you spoke up, but you lied. That's not very hard to understand. You spoke up and you lied, and we all saw your face in court when you lied. And you want me to tell you one major thing. Had this case not been public, none of this would be happening. None of us would my channel wouldn't probably be where it is. A lot of people's channels probably wouldn't be where it is. We wouldn't have had all of that content from Amber Heard sitting on the stand. None of this would even have happened. There was a possibility that she could have won. If that trial was not public, there's a possibility she could have won. And that's why I'm so worried about the Marilyn Manson trial. If the Marilyn Manson trial is not public, that is a very bad thing for Marilyn Manson. But still, going back to this, this still doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make, like, what they're trying to say. They're not trying to say that she wasn't an abuser. They're not trying to say that Mr. Depp lied. They're not trying to say anything. The trial court erred in denying the motion to set aside the jury's verdict with regard to Mr. Depp's failure to prove that the allegedly defamatory statements in the challenged op-ed each conveyed a defamatory meaning about him by implication, and that, oh, this is 13. I read the wrong one. Okay, by implication, and that any such implication was both designed and intended by Ms. Heard. They were. What are you talking about? Now another one. What are you talking about? They were both designed and intended by her. She wanted to keep, the Washington Post told her she didn't want the Washington Post told her if she didn't put his name in the op-ed and his information in the op-ed, then it wasn't going to be anything. They didn't even want to release it because it didn't have the juice that they like. That makes the story real juicy, not his name, excuse me, but you know what I mean. If they didn't have the details between her and his relationship that she was obviously talking about, then they didn't want it. She purposely did that. And that's 13. There's only 3 more. So I really hope these last three actually are something, because this is not good. This is not good at all. Number 14, the trial court erred in denying the motions to strike and to set aside the jury's verdict with regard to Mr. Depp's failure to prove actual malice. She said it on her own, in her own testimony, that she came out with the op-ed because of the support Johnny Depp gets. Oh my God. See, and this is what I'm saying. We're going to go back and we're going to get everything, but really it doesn't look like anything. I was saying at the beginning of the video that we're going to go and go over this again, and we're going to go get all the evidence against these. None of these hold any water whatsoever. There is nothing here to even try and drop, because everything is basically, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand that. And then again, of course, I should understand that, because they're just trying to bullshit their way across the finish line. That's basically what they were doing during the trial, and that's what they're doing now. Ugh. Number 15, the trial court erred in denying the motion to set aside the jury's verdict and in ruling that the jury's verdicts in favor of Mr. Depp on his claims against Ms. Heard and in favor of Ms. Heard on her claims against Mr. Depp were not inherently and irreconcilably inconsistent. What does that have to do with anything? Either I'm not understanding what the hell they're talking about, or these don't make any sense. Because the trial court erred in denying the motion to set aside the jury's verdict and in ruling that the jury's verdicts in favor of Mr. Depp on his claims against Ms. Heard and in favor of Ms. Heard on her claims against Mr. Depp were not inherently and irreconcilably inconsistent. So they weren't the same? Well, because he won. He got more yeses than you did. I swear, I think they're just talking in circles, because this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So you're saying they were not inherently and irreconcilably inconsistent. So they were inconsistent. Okay, fine. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I wanted to go over this twice with you. Like, I wanted to do this today and then another one where we could, like, bring in more evidence, but there's nothing to talk about evidence here. There's absolutely nothing. This is the last one. We're about to hit number 16, and there's nothing. There's nothing, dude. I don't understand what are we reading? I don't get this. I thought this was going to be legit. I thought she was going to try and come out with something saying that, oh no, the audios, or oh no, Johnny Depp was lying, or oh no, I was misunderstood. That's not what any of this shit is. Okay, number 16. The trial court erred in denying the motion to set aside the jury's verdict and upholding the amount of the jury's damages award in light of A, Mr. Depp's failure to prove pecuniary damages, and B, the excessiveness of the compensatory and punitive damages awarded. So now you're basically saying with that, to end it all off, you're really basically saying, well, it was too much. It was too much. It was too much money. Like, the award, they awarded him too much. Like, maybe just like $1 million. Would that be okay? Please? $1 million? Not $10 million, please? Dude, no, I'm seriously disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed right now, man. I thought this was going to be legit. I thought it was going to be something that you and I could really sink our teeth into, and no. No. Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. That's going to be about it for today. I'm genuinely disappointed right now. I'm so out of it. I can't even believe that just happened. I thought this was going to be a huge deal, that you and I were going to... So disappointed. So that's going to be about it for today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Amber Heard, thank you for fucking up our session here. Okay, but thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We will catch you next time.